Hello students, today we are going to solve 25 most expected MCQ from the chapter The Living World. We are providing a book named Biology Crash Course 40 Days. It will provide everything you need for biology. Now let's move forward to the first question. The first question is, as we grow from species to kingdom in a taxonomic hierarchy, the number of common characteristics, option A, will decrease, option B will increase, option C remain same, and option D may increase or decrease. Okay, so we know that lower the taxa, higher the number of common characteristics. So, as we grow from the species to the kingdom, the species has the highest number of common characteristics and the kingdom has the lowest number of common characteristics. So, as we go from species to kingdom in a taxonomic hierarchy, the number of common characteristics will decrease. So, here the option A is the correct. So, move forward to the next question. Then the next question is, which of the following suffixes used for units of classification in plants indicates a taxonomic category or family? So the options are option A, the ALES, option B, ONAE, option C, ACEAE, SE, and D is AE. So we know that ACEAE, AC is used in the plant family as the suffix. Okay. For example, the Brassicaceae and the Fabaceae. Okay, so the ACAE is common in the family name. So here the correct answer is this option C. Okay. Now let's move forward to the next question. Here the next question says that the term systematics refers to option A, identification and study of organ systems, option B, identification and preservation of plants and animals, option C, diversity of kinds of organism and their relationship, and option D, study of habitats of organism and their classification. So we know that systematics is the study of organism and the interaction and relationship among them. Okay, so here the first option is identification and study of organ system. Here the relationship part is missing, so the option A is wrong. Then the identification and preservation of plants and animals, this is not systematic, so this is also wrong. Then C is diversity of kinds of organisms and their relationship. So this option is the correct option here. So here the option C is right. Study of habitats of organism and their classification. This is also not true because the interaction part is missing. So here the correct answer is the option C. Okay. Now let's move forward to the next question. The next question is genus represents option A, an individual plant or animal. Option B, a collection of plants or animals. Option C, group of closely related species of plants or animals. And option D, none of the above. Okay, so here we know this genus is just above the species in the systematic hierarchy. Okay, so genus is the group of closely related species. Closely related species. Okay, for example, if we see the scientific name of lion, it is the Panthera leo. And if we see the scientific name of tiger, is the Panthera tigris. Okay, here this leo and tigris are the name of the species, and this name Panthera is the genus. This is the genus. Okay, so here the first option is an individual plant or animal. This is not true. A collection of plants or animals. This is also not true. Number C is group of closely related species of plants and animals. So this is the correct answer. Option C. Okay, so let's move forward to the next question. Here in the question number 5, the question is the taxonomic unit phylum in the classification of animals is equivalent to which hierarchical level in classification of plants? Option A, class. Option B, order. Option C, division. And option D, family. Okay, so we know that the phylum in animal is known as division in the plant kingdom. Okay, so here the correct answer will be option C, the division. Okay, now let's move forward to the next question. Here the next question is botanical garden and zoological parks have option A, collection of endemic living species only. Option B, collection of exotic living species only. Option C, collection of endemic and exotic living species. And option D, collection of only local plants and animals. Okay, so we know that the botanical garden and the zoological park both have the collection of endemic as well as the exotic species. Okay, so here the collection of endemic and exotic living species, option C, is the correct answer. Okay, now let's move forward to the next question. Now, here in the question number 7, the question says taxonomic key is one of the taxonomic tools in the identification and classification of plants and animals. It is used in the preparation of option A, monographs, option B, flora, option C, both A and B, and option D, none. So we know that taxonomic key helps in the preparation of the monographs, the flora, then the catalog, and lastly the manuals. Okay, so for this question, the monographs is true and the flora is also true. So both A and B is true for this question. And the number C is the correct option. Okay, so let's move forward to the next question. Here the next question is, all living organisms are linked to one another because they have common genetic material of the same type. They shared common genetic material but to varying degrees. And C, all have common cellular organization. And D, all of the above. So we know that the living organisms show the common genetic materials, but these genetic materials are not of same type. Okay, not of same type. They are to varying degrees. To varying degrees. Okay, so here if we see the options, first one is they have common genetic materials of the same type. This is wrong. Then they shared the common genetic material but to varying degrees. This is true. And all have common cellular organization. This is wrong because some of the organisms has different cellular organism and these are highly species specific. Okay, highly species specific. So this is also not true. Then all of the above, this is not true. So here the correct answer is they share common genetic material but to varying degrees. Option B, this is true for the statement. Okay, so now move forward to the next question. Here, the question number 9, the question is, which of the following is a defining characteristics of living organism? Okay, and the options are number A, growth, number B, ability to make sound, number C, reproduction, and number D, response to the external stimuli. So defining features are those which has no exception, which has no exception. Okay, exception. So here we know that growth is not a defining feature of life because the mountain and sand mounds also grow, and mounds also grow, but they are not living. They are not living. Okay, so growth is not a defining feature. Then ability to make sound. This is also not true because some of the animals can't, animals or plants can't make sound. So this is also non-defining. Then the third option is reproduction. This is also non-defining because we know that some animals like muse-like animals, the infertile bee, and also the infertile human couples, they can't reproduce. Okay, so these are non-defining. Now, response to external stimuli is the defining feature of life because this has no exception. Plants, animals, and all the living organisms responds to the external stimuli. So here the correct answer is option D. Okay. Now let's move forward. This question, the question is match the following and choose the correct option. In the column 1, the family, kingdom, order, species, and genus is given, and the column 2, tuberosim, polynomial, solenum, plantae, and solanaceae is given. Okay, so we know that family name ends with the ACEAE. So here the family name will be Solanaceae. Solanaceae. Okay. So here one E is given in two options, option B and option D. So these two is wrong at first. Option A and option C is wrong. And the probabilities between the option B and option D. The next is the kingdom. Kingdom. We know that all the plant species are under the kingdom Plantae. So here D, Plantae is the kingdom. Okay, so 2D is given in the option B. So, and this is wrong. Then the 3 order. Here the order is the polynomials, which is the B, polynomials. Okay, so 3B is given in option B also, and in option 4, the species is given, which is the Solanum tuberosum. So tuberosum is the species. Okay, tuberosum is the species, and in the 5, the genus is given, and the name of the genus is Solanum. So 4A and 5C is the correct match. 4A and 5C is matching with the option B. Okay, because the scientific name is Solanum tuberosum. Here the Solanum is the genus, and the tuberosum is the species. Okay, so here the correct answer is this option B. Okay, now let's move forward to the next question. Don't forget to purchase our book named The Biology Crash Course 40 Days. It will provide you everything you need for the biology. Okay, so now we will solve the previous year questions. Okay, the number 11 question is: Taxonomical hierarchy was firstly given by Linnaeus. Which of the following categories are not used by Linnaeus? Option A, phylum, family, and variety. Option B, family, division, and order. Option C, kingdom, phylum, and family. And option D, class, order, and phylum. Okay, so we know the 7 system classification of Linnaeus are the kingdom, then the phylum, then the class, then order, then family, then genus, and at last the species. Okay, so here the phylum was division for the plants. Okay, so here the option 1 is phylum, family, and variety. So variety is not included in the 7 system classification. Family, division, order, these 3 are included in the 7 system classification. Also kingdom, phylum, family, these are also included, and class, order, family, these are also included. So here the variety is not included. So this phylum, family, and variety is not used by the Linnaeus. So here the correct answer is the option A. Okay. Now the next question is: which of the following is not a correct statement? Option A, museum has a collection of photographs of plants and animals. Option B, key is a taxonomic aid for identification of specimens. Option C, herbarium houses dried, pressed, and preserved plant specimens. And option D, botanical garden have a collection of living plants for references. So here the A, museum has collection of photographs of plants and elements. This is not true. Then option B, he is the taxonomic aid for the identification of specimens. This statement is true. Then C, herbarium house dried sprays and preserved plant specimens. This statement is also true. And the statement D, botanical gardens have collection of living plants for reference. This is also true. So this is the incorrect statement. Okay. So here the question asks for the incorrect statements. The correct answer for this question is the Option A, museum has collection of photographs of plants and animals. Okay. Now, let's move forward to the next question. Which taxonomic term may be suggested for any rank of classification? Okay, so here, the taxonomic term, the options are class, order, species, and taxon. The taxonomic term is here the taxon. Taxon is the answer because class, order, species, these three are specific taxon. Specific taxon. Okay. So taxon is the answer of this question. Now let's move forward to the next question. The next question is which taxonomic category of housefly is wrongly matched? Okay. So for this, we have to know the taxonomic category of the housefly. So housefly is under the kingdom Animalia. Okay. Then the phylum. Phylum of the housefly is the Arthropoda. Arthropoda. Then the class. Class of the housefly is Insecta. Then the order is Diptera. Then the family of housefly is the Musidae. Then genus is the Musca, and at last the species is Domestica. Okay, so if you see the options, first genus Musca, genus Musca is right. Okay, then the family Musidae, this is also right. Correct statement. Okay, then order Primata, this is the incorrect statement because the order of the housefly is Diptera. Okay, so this is incorrect statement, and the class Insecta is also true statement. So as the question asks for the incorrect one, so here the correct answer will be the option C. Okay, this order Primata is the correct answer. Now let's move forward to the next question. Okay, here the question says which of the following is correctly matched without any exception in regards to plant classification? Okay, option A is family, Poaceae, AE. Option B, division, Pteridophyta and Phyta. Option C, class, Bryopsida, Sida. And option D, genus, Solanum. Okay, so these are the suffix for the taxon, for the specific taxon. Okay, so here the Solanum is not a specific suffix because genus has no specific suffix. So here genus Solanum is the wrongly matched pair. So the correct answer is the option D. Now the next question. The next question is for studying and understanding language of honeybees. The scientist who was awarded Nobel Prize was option A, Rachel Carson, option B, D. Moeller, option C, Carl von Frisch, and option D, T. A. Loomis. So the Carl von Frisch, option C, Frisch won the Nobel Prize for describing the bee dance or the Communication of B. Communication of B. Okay. So here the correct answer is option C, Carl von Frisch. Okay. Let's move forward to the next question. And the next question is, who was awarded with Triple Crown of Biology? The options are Linnaeus, Darwin, Ernst Mayr, and Aristotle. So we know that Darwin was awarded with the triple crown of biology. Okay, so for this question, the correct answer will be option B, Darwin. Okay. So then the next one is, nomenclature is governed by certain universal rules. Which one of the following is contrary to these rules of nomenclature? Means which of the following is not the correct statement included in the rule of nomenclature? So option A, the names are written in Latin and are italicized. Option B, when written by hand, the names are to be underlined. Option C, biological names can be written in any language. Option D, the first word in the biological name represents the genus name and the second one is the specific epithet. So if we write the scientific name, suppose the Mangifera indica. Okay. So here the scientific name should be written in the italics and in the Latin language. This is true. Then when written by hand, the names are to be underlined. Yes, this is also true. Biological names can be written in any language. This is not true because these scientific names are always written in the Latin language. In the Latin language. Okay, so this option is not true. Then option D, the first word in the biological name represents the genus name. So here Mangifera represents the genus and the second indica represents the species or the specific epithet. Okay, so this is also true. So here they asked for the contrary statement. So the contrary statement is the option C, which is the biological names can be written in any language. Okay, so this is not true. So the correct answer is option C for this question because this is an incorrect statement. So now the next question. The next question is, who is known as Darwin of 20th century? Option A, R.H. Whitaker. Option B, D.J. Levensky. Option C, Ernst Mayr. And option D, T.O. Diner. So we know that Ernst Mayr is the father of modern taxonomy and he is the Darwin of 20th century. Okay. So here the correct answer is option C, Ernst Mayr. Let's move forward to the next question. The next question is, these questions are given by us. So the next question is, which is not a defining feature of living organism? Not a defining feature. Okay. So here the options are growth, cellular form, consciousness, and homeostasis. So defining feature has the features which has no exceptions. But the non-defining feature are those which has exceptions. Okay. So not a defining feature means this question asks for the non-defining feature of the life. So here the options are growth. growth is a non-defining feature. We know that cellular form, consciousness, and homeostasis all are defining feature of life. But the growth is non-defining feature because exceptions are present. Exceptions present because suppose the mountain and the sand mounds, they grow from outside to inside by accumulating more on the surface. Grow by accumulating more on the surface. Okay. So here the growth is a non-defining feature. So the correct answer for this question will be option A, growth. Okay. Then the next question. Next question is, why does scientific name always written in Latin language? And the options are Latin is a dead language as no change is possible for this language. Then option B, Latin doesn't have any synonymous word. Then option C, Latin was very popular in mid-18. Number D, all of these. So Latin is a dead language as no change is possible for this language. This is true statement. Then Latin doesn't have any synonymous word. This is also true statement. Then Latin was very popular in mid-18. This is also true statement. So the correct answer for this question will be all of the above. All of the above. Okay. So the next question. The question number 22 is which is not true about the binomial nomenclature. Here option 1 is always written in italic for indicates its Latin origin. Second, always the genus and species name should be separately underlined. The subspecies is not a part of binomial nomenclature. The name of the author is given at last. Okay, so the option 1 states that always written in italic and indicates the Latin origin. This is a true statement. Okay. Then option B, always the genus and species name should be separately underlined. This is not true because the genus and species name is need to be underlined when handwritten. Okay. So this is not underlined in printed form. Printed form not underlined. Okay. So this is the wrong statement because it is stating always. So this is wrong statement. Then the option C is subspecies is not a part of binomial nomenclature. Not a part of binomial nomenclature is true statement because subspecies is a part of trinomial nomenclature. Okay. And D, name of the author is given in the last. Yes, name of the author is given in the last. This is also a true statement. Okay, so here the wrong answer, wrong statement is the B. Okay, so correct answer for the question is the option B. Okay, then the next question. The next question is, herbarium doesn't carry the name of. Okay, so herbarium carries the name of scientific name, and the name of the family. Okay, so scientific name contains the name of genus and species and the family. So here option A is species. This contains in the herbarium sheet. Then genus. Genus is also present. Then class. Class is not present and family is also present. So as they asked, which is not present in the herbarium sheet. So here the correct answer will be option C, which is the class. Okay. Then move forward to the next question. The next question is which is analytical in nature? And the options are catalog, monologue, monograph, and key. Okay. So we know that key is analytical in nature. Okay, as it is based on two contrasting characters. Based on two contrasting characters. Okay, so these are analytical in nature, and these two contrasting characters are known as couplet. One of them is represents two choice. One of them is contradicting the other. So the key is analytical in nature, and the correct answer for this question is option D. This, the key. Okay. So the last question of this session is which is not included as taxon. Okay. And the options are subspecies, species, division, and kingdom. Okay, so we know the seven system classification of seven system category. So those are kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. Okay, so these are involved in the seven system classification hierarchy, linear hierarchy. So here the subspecies is not included. So this is the exception here in between the options, because species, division, kingdom all are present, because phylum is for plants, this is the division. Okay, so division, species, kingdom all are present, but subspecies is the exception. So here the correct answer is the option A. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, and this is the end of the session. Now we are providing a book, namely the Biology Crash Course 40 days. And it will provide everything you need in the biology for NEET 2021. It will provide scientific and analyzed biological preparation tips and schedule, topic and page number wise NCERT points-based note, all previous year and NCERT exemplar MCQs, image-based question, all example charts of NCERT, shortcut tricks, numerical formula of biology, single page mind map note, mock test, and mock expected MCQ for NEET 2021. The link of this book is given in the description. Thank you for watching.